Today on Hopped Up Beer Review, we're going to try Vanilla Porter from Breckenridge Brewery. Appreciate you guys checking us out. Hey friends, have you been looking for a beer review show to call your own? Well, look no further because you have found it. Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased review of the beer we are drinking. I am Ben. There's Jay. Andy is always in his attic.
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. Be sure to like and subscribe and cheers that notification bell if you are checking us three friends out for the first time. Or also check us out on social media in the description below. What are we drinking today?
Vanilla Porter by Breckenridge Brewery. No longer in Breckenridge, Colorado. It's in Littleton, Colorado. As well as, where's the other one? There's another one that they have two breweries. Fort Collins, Colorado.
Fort Collins, yeah.
Let's crack this. I need a beer now. After all that, after all the takes, the cuts.
Time to drink the Kool-Aid is what you're saying, huh?
The horrible Bob Ross impersonations.
All right.
The big Ben Manhand in your face intro.
Yes.
Oh, friends.
There we go. Look at that.
Of course, they only get to see that if they subscribe to something we haven't created yet. So,
well, you know what? Some special friends can request raw footage. Get the cutting room floor takes.
Outtakes, outros, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, wow. You can definitely pick up the vanilla. So this is a vanilla porter, 5.4% ABV, 16 IBUs. Chocolate and roasted nuts with real vanilla added.
Real vanilla, not the fake stuff.
There is the artificial vanilla flavoring. Don't be fooled.
Ooh.
Yeah, with real vanilla beans.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates. Yeah. Tastes
Vanilla
like a porter.
Yeah.
Tastes like a porter with some like a vanilla chocolate.
Definitely does. You can definitely taste both the vanilla and the chocolate.
Yeah. Okay, so remind me, Breckenridge Brewery, we've had two others of theirs, Juice Drop and Kolsch, the strawberry.
Yes.
Strawberry Sky.
Strawberry Sky.
Yep.
Yeah. It's one of our first releases.
Yeah, that was number
Episode
two.
number 2.
Yeah. Juice Drop was the one where Breckenridge had actually tied with for a year or two. So
Say that again. Yeah, you cut out.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Juice Drop was one that they had actually tied in with United Airlines for a year or two.
Okay.
So they got some pretty widespread distribution. And I think we found out at some point, isn't Breckenridge owned by one of the macros or invested? Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it's Anheuser-Busch, I believe.
Yeah, the InBev.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now this is really easy drinking. I mean, it's not too heavy, but it's got a good flavor to it.
It does, yeah. It does. Yeah, I mean, it's the vanilla nor the chocolate are overpowering.
Oh, yeah.
At all. They're subtle. They're there. You can taste them, but it's not like not like a chocolate stout or even some of the other vanilla beers I've had in the past where it's a bit overpowering here. Very, very subtle.
Yeah, they complement each other real well too.
Mm-hmm.
Have either of y'all had this one?
I have not.
No, sir.
Yeah,
I've got a bottle. So we're drinking out of the can today. I've got a bottle in my fridge, but I wanted to save the first time for the show here. So
Yeah.
I have not had it.
Thank you for saving yourself for us.
Absolutely.
We're gonna pop that cherry one day.
Oh, Jay, why do you have to be so crude?
Leave it to me, right?
I don't even know what to say after that.
Try and keep it subtle.
Yes. All right. So, do we know any more about this
Ross
beer? Or
would never have said that.
Are we moving forward to reviews?
I think we're ready to review. Let's let the old cherry popper go there.
I think it's a delicious example of a porter. I agree with you guys wholeheartedly on the chocolate, the vanilla balance. The ABV is good. I mean, for something like this, 5.4 is great. I couldn't sit here and drink this over and over again, but to have it as a nightcap or something more towards like a dessert beer, to me, that's what it feels like. So I'll rate it right around 7.5.
I'll go. It's definitely a dessert feeling beer. Again, I wouldn't do multiples of it. It would, I don't know. I think that would just be overkill. One of them is enough to get it. You'd save it for another day, for the other day. So I would definitely drink this again. I'm going to go 8.0. I like porters and stouts, and this one with that little kick of vanilla into it sends it up there. So 8.0.
I'm thinking about when I finish this one, I'm going to go get the one in the bottle and have it next.
Save yourself, Ben.
I could definitely drink, a couple back to back on this one. I think again that subtleness, it has that great porter taste with those subtle hints. I think it's fantastic. So I really like this one. So I'm going to go 8.5. I think it's really good.
Like it sits on the tongue a little bit longer, but like in the good way. It's like you can still get that chocolate going after it because you get the vanilla first and then chocolate later. They did a good job. How do they do that? That's
I don't know.
Sorcery.
It is. It's very. I find it very, very good. Again, I could go, like I said, take the bottle and drink it next. I think this is definitely one I could, you could drink multiples of if you like this kind of beer. So because it's not heavy, I think it goes back to what you mentioned. It's not a heavy porter. So it's on the lighter side. So it's not one that you feel overly full after you drink it. So for that reason, I could definitely drink a couple of these in a sitting for sure.
What's the distribution on this? I know you could pick this up in Colorado, but I don't. I assume it's probably more of a regional type thing, even though they're owned by InBev. I really haven't seen it.
I actually got this in Mississippi, where we are.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. I actually, just because I got it in the same time period. I picked up. We got this in I think it was a 12 or 15. 12
15.
pack,
I think it was 15? A 15. We've got a bunch of these because we still have 2 more to drink.
That's right. Yeah, it's 5. It's 3 of each, so 5 different beers. It's a 15er. I think is actually, now that you said that, what they call it on the box. But I got this in Mississippi. We've seen a lot of the Breckenridge beers here lately, where I'm at. I don't know, Andy, if you've seen any of the Breckenridge stuff.
Nothing up here
your way.
in northern Mississippi.
I just don't think I've seen any here, and I could be mistaken, but I keep my eyes open for certain things. And I do remember I've had it, like I said, on the United Plains last year before. And I guess that helped propel some of the distribution along with InBev and things like that. So that's great to hear that they're getting distribution as far as Mississippi.
Yeah, I mean, the store that I frequently purchase beer from has some of their beer on draft. They have a sign on the back wall that's actually for their it's their Irish Nitro something, a stout. I think they have an Irish Nitro stout maybe. but yeah, it's definitely coming into the area here. So I was kind of surprised that definitely at least Andy hasn't seen it. Being that we're in the same state and not too far away.
We don't have any more true craft beer stores in this town. Ooh.
That will give us an 8 flat for the vanilla porter from Breckenridge Brewery out of Longmont, Colorado, not Breckenridge, Colorado. So yeah, if you see this one out in the wild, be sure to pick it up, give it a shot. Definitely, if you like vanilla porters, Jay, stop tagging things in Untappd because it's messing up my screen.
I just got it too.
And
it didn't come through on the recording.
No,
it didn't,
but
I can see it.
It's a distraction, Jay.
It is.
Wait
it is.
for the recording to stop.
You're messing me up. So for Jay, who likes to check in on Untappd prematurely, and Andy in the attic, I am Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Just a little bit of focus, Jay. Cheers, man.